Hey there, Citizens Paler here, and welcome back. I wanted to do a very brief 3.5 state of the game update video. I think this is my third video kind of on this. I did one coming around to the end of the PTU when it was still on the test of the servers, the PTU server, and that one I was actually pleasantly surprised by all of the changes, and it added up to a nice improvement in gameplay. Then I did one when it actually went live that was more disappointed than anything. There were a lot of frustrations. It felt rushed. Well, now it's been like 3 weeks, and I actually hadn't played in about 15 days. I'd been busy with work and other stuff, and I decided to jump in and get some footage for the 300i. Really spend some time with that, which will be coming. There's a tour of duty of the 300i probably coming tomorrow. What I'm probably going to do is rush this video out on Sunday, then the tour of duty will be on Monday for the 300i. But in doing so, I spent 5-ish hours on the 3.5 servers, and I'll say it's a lot better. If you were someone that was put off by maybe my previous video, or you jumped in and the empty shopping kiosks and stuff not updating, just some of the performance in that, it's made significant improvements. Although there wasn't a client-side patch in the last 2 weeks or so, clearly they've been doing some work on the backside, and things are better. They're not perfect, but like overall it is now back to kind of where the 3.4 experience was, or the 3.43, just with the new flight model and everything else. For example, general performance in around Port Olisar, Area 18, those areas is for me 30 to 40 FPS. Flying around out in deeper space is 50 to 70 FPS. There's no major hitches. On occasion when you're coming and going into Quantum, or maybe you're like entering the asteroid belt around Yela, Selen, wherever the asteroid belt is, you'll get a little bit of a hitch right there, but it's only like a half-second micro stutter, and then it's pretty good. So that in the 5 hours I spent, I had one disconnect. I was in the middle of fighting a Connie and just got dumped back to the main screen. But that's, to me, that's kind of okay. I don't like it, but one disconnect in 5 hours, that's not terrible. There are still some issues. For example, on one of the servers I was on, or possibly two of them, I might have ended up back on the same server twice, the commodities terminals just wouldn't populate. I was trying to just do some trade stuff, would go to the terminal, could see my ship, but the actual list of commodities to buy just wasn't there. Took a 5-minute break, logged off, jumped back in. This time I'm almost positive I was on a different server, and it worked just fine. Another one is the navigation markers for bounties. They work half the time. You'll accept a mission and the marker might show up right away. Sometimes 3 or 4 minutes later the marker will show up. Sometimes it never shows up at all. This also seems to be somewhat server dependent. If you change servers, it kind of works, and as the server gets overloaded, they drop off. I did have a weird one, and you'll actually see this in the 300i video, where I had to go out and retrieve a stolen package, but the stolen package was on a ship that was actively flying around. It wasn't in a debris field, it wasn't down on a location on a moon or whatever. It was in a ship that was flying around, and I had the nav marker to the planet, to the ship, and when I flew in, destroyed the ship, it was there. But as soon as I destroyed the ship, the nav marker went away, and it was a small ship. It was a Reliant core, and the debris field was really small in an asteroid field. Once I destroyed the ship, I could not see the debris field to go in and get the package, and I didn't have a nav marker. And it might have just really despawned super fast, or it was there and I couldn't find it, and it didn't update with a nav marker, which was a little annoying. Spent this time destroying the ship, only to then not be able to find the package because you can't see the debris field and all the asteroids and all that stuff. Minor, but it is there, so that's kind of there. In fact, one of the bigger it's not a problem, but thing you have to work around is the despawn of ships. They've gone very aggressive on item cleanup. Clearly they're having problems with just the server performance and how large of an area they're now trying to cover with the addition of Area of 18. So what they've done is now ships really get cleaned up fast. You land on a landing pad, and sometimes under 2 minutes it's going to get despawned off the pad. This turns into a bit of a problem when you're, say, trying to play mechanics like load a buggy or something into the back of a ship to take somewhere else. I've had multiple times where I land, lower everything, run inside, spawn the buggy, get back outside, and the ship's gone. And then you're at a place with no ship terminals. This is similar to 3.1 of my previous video where I'm trying to do a delivery mission and run inside, get the box out of the thing, turn around, run back outside, and the ship's gone, and then there's nowhere to get it. So they're very aggressive on that. I'd like them to tone that down. There is some talk that some people in the chat were saying if you leave your engines on, that keeps the ship from despawning. I tried it, and it seemed to stay longer, but it still despawned after about 4 minutes, 5 minutes. But it did give me enough time to run inside, grab the box, run back outside. So yeah, I would still be very cautious with, another good, positive. Last good I was going to say is overall fighting and combat feels better, especially against AI. I've run into a lot less or possibly even none of the AI that just kind of sits still and doesn't move or moves very slowly and slightly turns. Ships are actually for the most part moving around. The ones that I'm not sure of is like Connie and the Valkyrie. Because they're gunboats, they might be behaving the way they're supposed to do, where they're kind of just turning their guns towards you to let the turrets fire. But they're hard to tell. Not dragonflies, buccaneers and those type of stuff, those things are definitely moving. You kind of chase them around, even Cutlass Blacks for the most part, which is a nice change, giving them something else to go on. So yeah, 3.5, it's coming along. The server's feeling better. I would be cautious about doing large-scale trading just because the disconnects and stuff, you don't really know. I definitely would not trade in anything beyond, say, a Cutlass, unless you have the credits to lose. You know, if you take a freelancer out and you have 30,000 credits, you might just lose it. There's not much to do. But other than that, it's quite playable. I think the only thing I didn't try was mining. Yeah, because the mining's kind of boring. But yeah, there's 3.5. Because of the enjoyment today, I'm looking forward to jumping back in, playing a little bit more, messing around with some other ships and stuff. Yeah, it's nice to be a little bit excited about the patch again. Alright guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Until next time, thanks for watching.